cheers to the Matrix. Cheers to whatever you're crying about today. It's okay to cry. So they have called the car totaled, and we just heard back from the insurance guy. So I was like, at first I was like fine with it, and now I'm like, oh, poor little Matrix.
Yeah, it's a bummer because that car still had a lot of life in it. I mean, it had like 90-some thousand miles.
Which, if you're not in the car world, that's good. I mean, yeah, a Toyota can go more than 200,000.
I mean, for a 2003, it just means it hadn't. It still had a lot of life in it. But so anyways, it wasn't worth a lot, but like utility wise it was. Anyway, so the damage was pretty minor. Like, it was bashed up front bumper and hood, but it's kind of like Mary surgery, like minor on the outside, but once you get in the inside, the A-frame was bent, and there was like some of the front parts were messed up, like mechanical parts. So
you just made it like a deeper emotional tie to it, though.
Oh, great.
Like, we're feeling each other's pain.
Yeah, the Matrix is feeling your pain.
Yeah.
So I guess we already said goodbye to that car.
Oh, that's such a bummer.
Yeah. So
I was gonna say, can we go visit it? Okay, it's fine. It's a car, but. Here, can you hold the camera for a sec? Sorry. But like I said the other day, for over a year, like a year and a half, it was like our home base. Because we were in between housing, so we were living with our friends in their basement. And so the Matrix was like our little fry pod.
Yeah.
It was our home base. And it was a faithful little car. I was like telling Peter, we should do like this remembrance section in the vlog for it.
All right, so here you go.
We just bought a car.
What?
What?
The good news is we bought a car. How you feel about that, man?
Awesome. So thankful. Woohoo.
Yeah, we are so thankful. It is so cute. You guys want to see it? I'll show you.
Drum roll!
Drum roll! Here it is, Toyota Matrix! It's awesome. That was awkward.
That was awkward. Rest in peace, little Matrix. But it's totally fine. It's this world. Yeah. Things come, things go.
Yeah. And the reality is, we didn't need two cars. We really were grateful to be in that position to have two cars and have that flexibility to help out friends and all of that. And
that's the only reason we kept it.
Yeah. And maybe down the road we'll get another Matrix or something. But they don't make Matrixes anymore.
No.
It's really sad.
It is sad. But in real life, people have a lot deeper hurts going on, so Matrix, adios. And if you're and if you are tearing up today for whatever reason, I shouldn't be crying about a car.
Well, I mean, but sometimes like the things that we feel in life seem like trivial, but like it still matters. And I mean, not that it's like a big deal, like the car's not a big deal, but like that attachment that you feel, like that's real. And so,
and I guess to give a little background.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, what's this?
This is ridiculous. When I was like 10, we got rid of a silver Toyota van that we had had my whole life. And I was like so attached to it. And we donated that car because again, it was old and it wasn't worth a whole lot. And my parents decided they wanted to donate it. And when we took it to donate it, like my dad knew that I was gonna be attached to it. And we like had our little, it's so ridiculous. I'm like, maybe I need to like take a breather. Speaking of breathing, I was like feeling okay this morning, and then this like mid-morning I was just like, oh, my lungs decided to go back to sleep. So I'm trying to wake them up with some sweet tea.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to the Matrix. Cheers to whatever you're crying about today. It's okay to cry. And next time we pick up the camera, I won't be crying.
Here's trivia with Peter's amazing track record with cars.
Uh-oh.
This is my 4th totaled car.
But it wasn't his fault.
I know, but I'm just saying, 4 of my cars.
Was it only 4?
Yeah, the other one was like $50 away from getting totaled.
So almost 5. So we have experience with totaled cars.
I've experience with insurance and all that, so.
And I actually had experience with my first...
Oh, I didn't count your car.
Poor van, may she rest in peace.
Yeah.
I drove the van during high school, and then it was my first, like, it was my vehicle when we got married. It was a big green van, minivan. And a series of unfortunate events, basically. Were we living in Salem?
We were living in Marblehead.
So we had to drive through downtown Salem, like in Salem, Massachusetts, if you know where that is. But anyway, it's very touristy, and
it gets congested downtown. And
people walk, like, there's crosswalks very often. And so the car in front of me, turns out she was in a rush because her horse was sick. But anyway, she was livid. But basically, she stopped real suddenly, and then obviously I didn't stop quite as suddenly, so the front of my car went into hers, and that was the first time I had ever been in a collision, and that was scary. That was really scary.
Yeah, but
nobody was hurt.
And thankfully, I was driving my car a few cars back, and so I was there at the scene in a few minutes.
We were on our way to the hospital. We can't remember why we were both driving to the hospital, but I was driving, so I had to call my clinic and be like, hey, I was just in a collision, so I'm gonna be a little bit late. But it was totally fine.
I think we still went to clinic.
Yeah, we did. But anyway, because the van was so old, it wasn't worth much. And so even the little bit of damage that was there, it got totaled. But
same story, another day.
Yep.
Alright guys, well, welcome to our day. It is beautiful here. We finally got some warm weather, and we are just soaking it up.
My mom and I were looking at our yard and thinking, where are we gonna plant these vegetables? And we decided to do container gardening. So we're gonna go to Ocean State Job Lot and try to find some containers for container gardening for on the deck, so that it'll be accessible for me to go out and water them and everything, and prune them and eat them.
You're growing prunes?
Something like that.
Right,
we'll see you later. My mom and I have decided to do a sewing project. She brought her sewing machine, and we are taping and sewing a quilted piece first. And then we're gonna be making a little zipper pouch. And here is the fabric we're using. I've had this, do you remember where we got this? Was it at that fancy, the Swan place? This one? I think it might have.
Was that with you when you bought it?
I don't remember anymore. It's been years that we've had this, and we weren't sure what to make out of it, and we're gonna make a little zipper pouch. I have not sewn in many years, so this should be interesting.
Put your foot down and go.
Yay. My goodness.
So you're gonna go on one side all the way,
Okay.
and then you're gonna go down on the other side all the way. So you see where the needle is?
Is that good?
Can you see well enough?
I can.
And it'll go pretty straight on its own.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I remember this. This was like the coolest part, to fill up a bobbin. So this is the bobbin thread. Remember my sewing machine? It was so frustrating.
Well, as was my old one.
Really?
Minus 500 deduction.
What is that?
Peter just found out we're getting what it's worth for the car.
Yeah.
That's great. Awesome. That is so cool. So it's taking the thread from this big roll and filling up this bobbin, spinning and pulling the thread. There's your little sewing machine lesson if you've never seen a sewing machine. We just flipped it to sew the other side. We're like, wait, it's already sewn. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah, well, okay. So now you're gonna. Now be careful you don't.
Okay.
Stab your.
You don't want blood on your fabric? Okay. That was so funny. All right, you want to see our progress so far? So, we are quilting. So we're adding strips of seams along here. We're gonna keep going, and then we're gonna do them this way, so it's kind of a check pattern. Isn't that cool? We started with a piece of masking tape to give us a guide, and now we're kind of eyeballing it because it really doesn't matter. So that's what we're doing. This is kind of fun. It's very fun, actually. All right, let's go get dressed and get in the car. We're gonna go run some errands. Let's go. Mom and I, and Ollie, of course, are out shopping. And Peter wanted a bungee cord, so he gets himself a bungee cord. He's actually visiting somebody from church, and he's gonna pick us back up afterward. So that's what we're doing. We were gonna plant what's called like seeds, like container gardening on our deck. And then we started looking at the containers, and then I started thinking, if I go in the hospital for a week or something, they're all gonna die. So I think we basically gave up on that. We didn't give up. We chose a different option. I think we're just going to plant a few in the ground. We're going to buy vegetables. That's what we're going to do. Maybe next year. I don't know. Peter surprised us and showed up. He's talking us back into the containers.
Yeah.
He said we're going to take the risk and do it. So we're getting a couple of these long ones. And we'll see what happens. Wait till you see this sunset. Okay, the camera is not picking it up. Hold on, that's a little better. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is breathtaking. Look at that. So what's the rush?
The sunset, the whole way home I'm like driving into the sunset, so I got a little video on my phone.
Oh.
But I think my drone video is gonna be a whole lot better.
Ah! I ran outside to see it, it's beautiful. Go, go buddy, go.
I missed you.
I missed you. Okay, well, here's an awesome drone shot for you. Behind the scenes drone shots. Really?
Okay, I just got the
Whoa! Up it goes. Oh yeah. Ollie, is it so beautiful?
Oh my goodness.
What?
What is all around me? Are those birds?
Oh my goodness, you're in a bird swarm.
What?
Look, here, let me move so you can see, Mom. I'm pretty sure you're in a swarm.
What is, are those bugs or are they birds?
Where are you seeing? Like, Oh, I just saw something.
Maybe on the footage we'll be able to see better.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, birds flying over the water.
Oh my goodness. Ollie, did Daddy get home? Peter had to run out tonight. So while he was gone, I did a little birthday ferrying.
She did.
Happy birthday to you.
Wonderful birthday party.
Happy birthday to you.
This is like our mantle.
Yeah, this is our mantle. Or our shrine, whichever.
Shrine to the duck. Hi, Bonesy.
Oh!
You have your 99?
Ollie, I'm pretty sure that's Gracie's.
Oh, that was
Yep,
for you?
that one's Gracie's. And you already took the tag off. Look at that. You are a quick one. You are a quick one. You have 4 of these. Is that not enough?
I love them. They're the best.
Time to do my best. Okay. Lights in the city shine bright. I am repping my Fry Life. Team Fry Life
t-shirts.
We are going to be going to 2 different walks in the Boston area. One is on Saturday.
It's
and
in Worcester.
Worcester, Massachusetts. If you live in the area, we'd love to have you sign up on the Great Strides website. Link in the description.
And we are also going to be at the Boston Walk on Sunday.
The 21st.
Yeah, so it's going to be our Great Strides weekend this weekend. So if you're in the Boston, Worcester area and want to come out, we'd love to have you sign up and join our Fry Life team.
Yes, we're excited. There are quite a few people signed up and we're pretty excited. So thank you guys for joining the big old Fry Life family team. A lot of you guys have already had your walks and some of your walks aren't coming up till like September. So we're just gonna keep being a Fry Life family team and that's what we'll do.
And as always,
we will see you tomorrow. Good night.